Hi, this is Mike Chartrand. This is varicocele surgery failure, part 4 of my story, an update on July 17th, 2017. Tomorrow morning I see my doctor about the referral to Dr. Saltel or Dr. Keith Jarvi at Mount Carmel Clinic. Apparently Dr. Saltel hung up on my doctor. Apparently he said I gave a name and then hung up on her after the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority asked me to get my doctor to call him and that he would collaborate to give me a referral to Dr. Jarvi at Mount Carmel Clinic. So that's apparently what happened. I'll ask her, how that conversation went. If he said more, why he hung up on her, why he was angry, why would the urologist get angry? My surgery failed, and I'm not feeling better. And anyways, before I start rambling, um, I just want to update that the health authority said that she should just send the referral directly to Mount Carmel Clinic to refer me to Dr. Keith Jarvi. Now, the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority, Aaron Malkowski, I'm talking to, had said before that both doctors would send a letter to the out-of-province coordinator, who would then approve or disapprove it. Now she says my doctor should just write the referral without Dr. Saltel's help directly to Dr. Jarvi. Well, I think the chances that he'll accept the appointment are going to be less. My doctor said herself she's not a urologist, and so she doesn't know what Dr. Saltel knows. So nobody in Manitoba is really cooperating with me here. So I think I'm behind the eight ball. I'm not getting fair treatment. Um, and obviously he's angry and unprofessional. So, why is this happening? So the other issue I'd like to bring up with my doctor is the Canadian ultrasound that's done that Dr. McMahon, Dr. Saltel's colleague, refers to. Um, so first the Canadian one here, it says clinical history, left varicocele getting bigger. Now, I don't want to go back and get too long, but I had said to Dr. Iqbal that I appeared to have scrotum. I had taken videos between under my scrotum, and it appeared that there was scar tissue on the right side. And I've talked before in these videos how the skin from the left testicle hangs in the middle and goes down and almost connects to the right buttock, and it gets pinched underneath there and red sometimes. But this was 2012, and I had just taken initial videos, and it had kind of looked pinkish. So I said my problem at the time was, is there scar tissue? My question was, and can we do something about this varicocele? It has not gotten smaller. And now if you'll think back to the other videos, video 6, I said Campbell's Urology textbook says that the definition of a varicocele is just dilated veins in the scrotum, and a big scrotum, which I definitely have for sure. It's not about whether or not the blood is flowing at any given time. So during this ultrasound, I want to show how big it was, because that's my problem. And I did use a hot pack, so that would help the blood flow. But it gets big when I do that. And so my problem is that I said it's getting bigger. Clinical history, left varicocele getting bigger, but that doesn't really describe the problem. It literally pulled me down, and I feel literally pulled down by it. Not an achy, draggy feeling in the scrotum, but I'm literally being pulled down by it. So the report says both testicles are echogeneously homogeneous and appear unremarkable. Epididymis head cyst, note on the right, left epididymis is unremarkable. So my testicles look fine. A convincing varicocele was not seen. Well, that doesn't say if it is or if it isn't a varicocele. It doesn't say how big the veins were, how many of them were. and how the flow was. So compare this with the Mayo Clinic's report from 2009, very professional, very helpful. Um, at the bottom paragraph here, very bottom paragraph, varicocele, several borderline dilated veins, um, about 2 millimeters. Color Doppler shows flow in some of these veins, but not all. There was no increased flow with Valsalva. It's unclear if this represents a small persistent left varicocele with some of the veins thrombosed or slightly very slow flow that is not detectable by Doppler ultrasound. So it says right there that it's unclear. Or if this is largely thrombosed, etc. And the last paragraph on the right side, on the last sentence, on the right side, there are just a few veins of the pampiniform plexus that are borderline dilated, about 2 millimeters, that do have slight increased flow with Valsalva, consistent with a small right varicocele. So Dr. McMahon, it's just preposterous when he says that borderline dilated veins, no evidence of a significant varicocele. Well, I mean, I want a better test that can show, find the evidence. I went to him asking for evidence. He writes me a letter saying there's no evidence. I don't think it's a urological problem. Meanwhile, the thing is big. The veins are dilated in my scrotum. You can see in video 6. My testicles are exactly that same ratio. The left one is 3 times the size of the right. That's swollen, dilated veins in there. Now, you'd need a venogram to know for sure, and we need to find the backflow where it is. It might be there at any given time or not. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to ask the Misericordia Hospital, which Dr. Iqbal, actually I wrote on the American one here from the Mayo. I wrote, basically I asked Dr. Iqbal to ask Misericordia Hospital to send me a better report. How big were the veins? How many of them were there? Were they flowing fast or slow, just like the Mayo Clinic report? I said, send me a report like that. And they wrote back, they wouldn't send it to me. They wouldn't send it to my doctor. My doctor, Dr. Iqbal here, requested it, and they didn't send it to her. Now, the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority also, I asked them about it, and they said that my doctor could request it, and they would send it to her. So then I would be able to see it. But when I had Dr. Iqbal request it, they said they wouldn't send it. So, I mean, this is very fishy, the way I'm being treated here. I think it's unfair. I think it's inefficient. Taxpayers are paying through the nose for my disability. You know, I could go on and on and on, but that's an update on how the situation is going right now. I'm very, very stressed about this. Thanks for watching, and guys, don't let them, get rid of you and say it's only an achy, draggy feeling in the scrotum. And going to put up one of Dr. Jarvi's. I'm looking at his articles, and I'm going to put on review a paper that he has online, and it's talking about the same ideas that I was talking about in video 6. So it's very interesting. Look at, for my videos, part 2, varicocele surgery failure part 2 is a table of contents on the topics of different videos that I'm putting up.